Salvete omnes. This is exercise B of the pronoun review. The instructions for this exercise say that we are to give the following forms. So, number one, we are to give the genitive singular of each one of these pronouns. Pay careful and close attention to which pronoun we're actually talking about, especially the number, that is singular or plural. So we want the genitive singular of ego. Ego is a personal pronoun. Ego, mei, mihi, me, me. The genitive is mei, mei, M-E-I, mei. The genitive singular of tu, tui, tibi, te, tui. Of is, for all genders, it's eos, eos. Letter E, I, U, S, eos. Quis, that is the interrogative pronoun, who, so its genitive is going to be cujus, cujus, with a C, cujus. And then ille is illius, illius. Number two, the dative singular of hic, this is the masculine, doesn't really matter because across all genders, the dative singular of hic, haec, hoc is huic, huic. Of quod, it's cui. Of is, it's ei. Of illa, it's illi. And of qui, notice that qui is actually an interrogative adjective. It's going to be cui. So these are heteroclites, right? Most of these are heteroclites. So the genitive is going to be an ius for is, ea, id, hic, haec, hoc, tuius, and then ille, illa, illud is going to be illius. Also, we have the relative pronoun qui, qui, quod. It is cuius. It is also a heteroclite, as well as the interrogative pronoun. Now the dative, like all heteroclites, it's going to be the letter I, except for hic, haec, hoc. Instead of hui, it's going to be huic, ends in a C, huic. Otherwise, for is, ea, id, it's ei. For ille, illa, illud, it's illi. For the relative pronoun, it's cui, as well as the interrogative pronoun. And otherwise, most of these forms are exactly the same as the adjectives and the nouns that you're used to. It's just those heteroclite genitive singular and dative singular forms, the ius and the I. So accusative singular of hic, masculine, is hunc. Of qui, that's going to be quem. Of ille, it's going to be illum. Of tu, it's going to be te. And of id, it's going to be id, because it's neuter. The ablative singular of the neuter hoc is going to be hulk. Put a macron over the O. Of ego, it's going to be me. Tu, it's going to be te. Qui, it's going to be quo. And haec, that's going to be hoc, H-A-C. You can put a macron over that A if you want, but you really don't need it because it cannot be confused with any other form of the paradigm of hic, haec, hoc. The nominative plural of qui is, wait for it, qui. Of hic, he, H-I. Of ea, ai. Illud is illa. And ego is nos. Remember, the plural of I is we. Ego, nos. The genitive plural of hic is horum. The genitive plural of tu, well, that's going to be wesri, because remember, this is singular tu, and wos is the plural, so the genitive is going to be wesri. Ille is going to be illorum. Ego is going to be nosri. And haec is going to be harum. The dative plural of hic, that's going to be his. Qui is going to be quibus. Hoc, it's going to be his. Milia, Milia snuck in there for fun, it's going to be milibus, milibus. And ille is going to be illis. The ablative singular of ego is going to be me, of qui is going to be quo, of qui is going to be qua, quod is going to be quo, and of ille is going to be illo. Optime. That's it for exercise B. You are now ready to move on to exercise C of the pronoun review.